recording has started. Time for the second run. After for those of you that saw our keen eye will notice that's the wrong date as far as I know. Because I had to, load a save. So, yeah. Was a bit of, had to go find something to end that captain's life. Hold on, what was... Alright, that was that one. Sorry. Well, it's taking some time to, set up the wheels. Hold on, did I... Alright, my mistake. Okay, anyway. Time to, spin the wheel. Correspondent was the winner. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda don't want to do that for this one. Like, I think I just would rather go for this one. Like this... Okay, listen, I know I, just spun a wheel for this, but like, correspondent... Well, it's still the only one that has a stat up for me. That isn't, like, increased starting wealth, which is good. The, chart is kind of bad because it basically ruins your secret economy. No, I'm not sure where the break-even part for that is. So I think I would just rather go this way. For at least the legacy. Everything else I'm gonna randomize because it basically doesn't matter, I think. Okay. Choose a past. Now this is actually gonna be randomize, excuse the sneeze. Okay. Let's see, street urchin or what is it? Priest. Ordained priest. We fell from grace, there is nothing left ashore for you. An anonymous benefactor has found this way out for you. Perhaps at Z you can overcome your appetites. Okay. You know an engineer who doesn't have much time left. She'd like to die at sea. Talk to her to find out if she'd like to die anywhere in particular. Okay, what is the goal of this run? Immortality again. Immortality, eternal life sounds like something you'd enjoy, and it is said that the presbyter, the ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Tall tales. The presbyter guards its secrets fiercely, but amidst the clamor and beer stains of the blind helmsmen, assault-scarred navigators telling tales of the continent's deepest interior, of a city called Nada, and the origin of the presbyter's long life. Who is he getting his information? Where is he getting his information? Bring wine, he's acceptable to wine. What shall I be called? My lady. Perhaps you really do come from a noble family. Who's to know? What is the, C5? So, third row, fifth to the right. Is this literally the same one as last time? Yeah, this is the same one as last time, ain't it? Okay, this one I think it's fair enough to reroll. A1, okay. Now then, fantasy name generator, quasi-historical medieval Europe, female names. Jeez, how you cannot pronounce like all but one of these. I'll just go with this one, I guess. There. Fallen London, deep, dark, and marvelous. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. Okay, advice for captains. Sell book, sell this book. Continue submarine tutorial. I understand. A passenger, someone in the docks wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the unsettled salvager to Verdant. She visits Wolfstack every day in Z-stained rags, begging for passage. No captain will look her in the eye. Welcome aboard. She embraces you. I'd kiss you, my lady, but my beloved is prone to jealousy. We are parted, but the ancient captains at Verdant will know where she is. 5/10, yeah, okay. 8/10, yeah. The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoology Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of Farmland Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantage's children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend NB, the magnificent, the the hybrid fiend NB, the management, man, man, management. I want to say man, my ugh, magmanus. That's what I want to say. Well, that's not that word. Recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. Provide a rare creature of the labyrinth. Are those young siren serpents? Marvelous, marvelous. We'll pay you handsomely, of course. We will. Sell a highlight 5 for 500. Purchase a live specimen from the labyrinth. The labyrinth does not sell its exhibits, but some keepers can be bribed. Peculiar, ain't it? 6 veils, 3 veils, 1 veil, 1 heart. Journey, hold, yeah. Story, your lodgings. Read the morning papers, then an expurgated gazette. The magazine, formerly known as the London Magazine, the spiteful trumpeter. News. News from home. Thugger's Bazaar, the Magnetic Marketplace, has increased its tax on love stories. The Traitor Empress has forbidden singing in the streets outside her palace. The anarchists of the Calendar Council had dynamited a public inexplicably dynamited a pu- I want to say public there for some reason. Inexplicably, inexplicably dynamited a drinking fountain. The Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gallbladder wasps. And nothing else. Except the Bleaming Galvanter. A Bleaming sits atop a splendid crate, clickling and whistling at captains as they come near. A polite bow, you extend your hand and the Bleaming leaps on, its tendrils entwine with your fingers and it chitters quietly, meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on and then pinned in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun winces as you bring it aboard. London. Admiral's secret office, the university, corrals and Wolfstack docks. Hire more crew, put your ship in dry dock now. An immigrant will pay to be taken north to Vernon Light. It's highly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep there until the journey is done. The Admiral Survey Office. They pay for information from Z captains. Find out what and how. The Admiral's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays the captains a small sum for recent information. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, if we can be assured of your discretion. Disport. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see you are rewarded. And Misery and Funging Station at K. Leave the Admiralty. Accuracy, K to do, no. Hammer crew, not needed. Need a casket of wine. Of course, this is where I, you know, buy wine. The Blind Helmsman is a Wolfstack institution, a centuries-old pub held together by a crust of fried smoke and the nautical mementos nailed to the walls. When you enter, the salt-scarred navigator is already in full flow. A city deep in the interior, Nada, it's called. There they decide the span of every life. Cook's tales of immortality from him. Nada walls are basalt, but within them it's as close to paradise as man can make. 1,000 fountains, the street, the, 1,000 fountains, the streets paved with gem slabs, and the air sweet with honeysuckle and orange groves. How does he know? Has he been there? Straight from the source, one bottle as he looses his waistcoat, a second and he looses his tongue. No, I've never been to Nada, not in the flesh at least. He leans close. I once tasted red honey in the memories of a man who had. I only saw fragments, an army at the walls, a breach, a rallying cry, a rallying cry, liberty, equality, eternity, a third body. Where could you taste the memories for yourself? Go to the Isle of Cats, talk to the cats its chiefest claw. Ask about the far-traveled Notari? But if you're wise, you'll do like me. Use what you learn to get free drinks, immortalities for gods and monsters. Okay. Okay, sorry. Wanted to take a drink of water there. Alright, let's head north. Oh wait, speak to. You're so beautiful, she tells you dreamingly. There are briars in your mouth. Her left eye pulses slowly. It's always difficult to know what she's actually seeing. Grisha Vales, I want to talk to you about steam and motion. I will see every coil of vapor. What does she want? Why has she come to the Z in this state? My eyes will hatch soon. The gallbladder wasp. You know it? Its children are in me, she smiles. I can't be sorry I can see such things. She tails off hungrily, watching your face. What is she seeing? King Eater's castle, she glanced rather breathily. Her hand goes up to her throat. I would like to see King Eater's castle through these eyes before I go. Southeast of the Andrasy. And speak to you. Invite him to dine with you, increase your mirrors, okay. Yep, get swapped. I'm sorry. Okay. Yep. This is the simple way. Just keep. Spy on the house. The sea is silence. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes, even the weather. The house is at the heart of the isle. The house and the sisters. But the Admiralty might be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. Spy on the house. Piano music drifts across the terrace. You peer through half-opened French windows into a grand parlor. Grand in size, if a little redundant and a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another fair-haired but unmistakably her sister sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully in the embers. Soon, she says, as the piano music falters and stops, we'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush, if we don't speak of it. She frowns. Has she seen you at the window? You withdraw. So dark-haired young woman, fair hair. Okay. A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor, where three young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries, the next youngest chuckles, the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says, visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe, and the cheerful one is Lucy. You are all in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Okay. I feel like this is the one that was saying the dramatic foreshadowing. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of murder. An accident, blood on scented water. Another chop. Cynthia asks, you barely touched your food here. I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. Interesting. I shall spin the news. Cynthia again. Cynthia grasps your arms. Okay. Uh, interesting, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm sending the bat out more just because than anything else. Okay. Okay, speak to you and crease the mirrors. I'm sorry, it's the pain. No, this is what you wanted, I think. He is eager to instruct you like a drowning man striking for air, but he struggles to put words to his understanding. Does his sigil give him his insight, or is it old learnings he had failed to forget? A sailor raises her hand, sniffs sharply, blood on the wind. Okay, you brought this decaying immigrant north. What now? What? The new John. Your passenger stands solemnly by the rail. Salt sent me a dream. She insists, you must find my father. A fisherman's tale. Salt tells me that you'll find my father in the belly of a monstrous eel. Gods never lie. Gods never lie? That seems optimistic. But if she's right, she'll reward you for his father's return. Okay, shops. Okay. I'm pretty sure I still made profit there. Because I bought 5. Or... Yeah, no, I feel like I just broke even there. If I had one more. Okay, gather gossip. Along the coast of the Undersea, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. They gather a haul of complex clues enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Find the ancient captains and speak to the unsettled salvager. Shouldn't be too hard. What else have they got to do other than... What else have they got to do around here but Mulder? Terribly bad luck. An assortment of decrepit Z captains gather around her, compelled by tradition, honor, or boredom. She picks her nails and closes her eyes, and when at last she speaks, I want to find Lady Black. The captains that run do, the rest shuffle away swiftly. As they're able, only one remains behind. How long were you down there? He asks. 20 minutes, she replies. The captain puts his hand on her shoulder. Seek the house of Kale in Polytheme, he says, but if you can, forget her. Do. It's possible. He embraces her and departs. Okay. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swaggered like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculptures until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door, the walls are deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass, rare and expensive. But this is no gaslight. No one lives, no one is here, and yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been here. Search the place. What can he find? A moderate challenge. Nice percent to win. Leave. This shade of red would be unsettling enough in the drowsers of Polar. Doubled on the walls of an empty place of worship. Nothing cheerful will happen here. Make an offering. Drop a coin into the empty offering box and pray to the power of this place, whoever it might be. unlocked with menaces and unaccountably peckish, no more than 0. Make an offering with half-familiar rites. Moving as if asleep, you place a candle at each corner of the altar. You need menace unaccountably peckish 1. Search the place. In hungered. There's an altar, a block of basalt. There are pews, a pulpit, no Bibles, no hymn books. The stained glass window is the red of cocknail. An inscription on the linnet of the door reads, "For I was an hungered, and ye gave me the meat." That is all. The crew is eager to leave. No one looks back. You succeeded in the mirrors challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. You gain 20 fragments. You gain 1 terror. That's all for now. Alright. Visit the first curator. Z Captains, the first curator gives an audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonies, but even tomb colonies dissolve, and then its time is close. No more light. They're a bit obsequious.
Obsequious.
Obsequious? No, obsequious. What the?
Obsequious. Obsequious.
Obsequious? Obsequious steward cautions you the curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamp lighters, bees buzz in a lacteated ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandage shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of bees. Listen. I'm just gonna accept the commission. I was here last time, so. Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colors. No more words. It collapsed, rustling back on to the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the fringes of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obvious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator's old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favor. Okay. The Opacyan, the blue of memory and the brightest coral. Cosmogon, the color of remembered suns. The Phyrexian and Photide, the fungal, the flourishes in the glow of Cosmon. Which G is lost in giant, which remains when all other colors can be found where shadows are myriad. Eyes per Irigo, no one remembers why. Irigo colors the forgotten corners of home. P drowns in Pelag, the colors of the deepest sea. Someone has scrawled in the margin, beyond the gate, there is a sea more sunless. V marks violent, and blood is shed in a spired place. Violent ink is Violent ink is employed for the most desperate treaties. Behind your mirror, V names. Vyric, the color of shallow sleep. Continue. Okay. Neato. Out of Monster Seer, Admiralty Commission, and music. Somewhere not far from home waters, okay, liberate the secret of immortality. Really, that's all you're gonna say? Not gonna say the next step, which was Gods of the Sea, Salt's attention, Cross for Passage, Dreams of the Lady, Bound for Polar Theme, to do. Need an expert, yeah, weary. Under the Z, Lineage, Captain's Lost, One Died, Ambition, Seek, oh there it is. Seek Irony on the Isle of Cats, Acquaintances. Okay. Now then, let's go. Wish I curved up to get that, but whatever. Time to cook. Yeah, basically the plan is just to do that kind of loop. I mean, the Iron and Misery Company was like right up here in the last one, but whatever, it's random RNG bullshit. Which I'm not sure if that makes this game better or worse. Oh, what was that? Here, this late black seas, like a rippled glass spiked with the light from the roof. Okay. Alright. Loot and scuttle her. She's a vile old vessel and the Z's aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. The Penningtons sail far from their hideout, from their hidden harbors, but here's something at the back of the hold. A bolt of fabric. Shake out a little and let it glimmer in the light. Spider silk. You find spider silk in London, of course. There are troubles there with sorrow, spider infestation, like anywhere underneath. But for the real quality, you need to go east. To the Khanate, or to the fang-bristling fastness of Savior's Rocks. Ooh, rock. Okay. Really? No islands in range? Oh, is this the pirate hideout area? I feel like this is the pirate. Wait a minute, did I get a secret name? Okay, no. Yeah, I'm gonna start turning back south. Glassy chop of dark water, the iron ladder of feet at the hatchway. Okay, I found the crew. I swear, when I find an island, it's gonna be like to the right, east. But, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I feel extremely zoomed in this game, right? Bunny Reeves is somewhere to the south. You speak. You have gained a secret. Yeah, okay. Speak to him. Upgrade. It's all you. Yeah, same as last time. Perhaps not. There, trembles. A breath of change passes. Here, the wild airs mingle with the airs of the nearest reaches. The Gate name for the navigator lost above. How did his bones come below? Heh, no. You better not shoot through that damn wall. Wow, I literally found two places. Oh, there it is. And it's an important place, too. Laughter from the foredeck. A favored forest of fungus. I'm in a misery company funging station. I and M has a funger operation here, felling giant bulbous shrooms for building materials, harvesting krill for its medicinal properties. It's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up pumps, up puffs the fiable factor, the fallible factor, whatever. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Haha, quite mad. How can we be assistants? Give the pass sign to the affable factor. The Admiralty asked you to bring back strategic information. This is your contract. A strained smile. Here, little to report. But we have had canite. Canite. Listen, I know it's supposed to be like conite. Yeah, conite. Privateers nosing around, and tell them that the company grows suspicious. Mr. Ryan knows the Admiralty is interested in his business. Pray, my friend, that you never have to serving. Pray, my friend, that you never have to serve two masters as I do. Compile port report. The business of spores. Of course, I&M activities here don't seem that interesting. Nonetheless, record it. Record what you can. Deal with the family. Some of the island's fungus is good to eat. Some is poisonous, hallucinogenic, or mischievous. Good luck. A thug of dread. The spores lie thick on your face. They coat your tongue. On one crewman begins to whimper. Oh Christ, he says. They've reached my heart. I think I'll be harvesting yet. Harvest yet. You have to drag him back to the ship before he's calm again. Okay. I'm just gonna have tea with the factor. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the jungle, over the fungal jungle. An expansive green and sour gold. They are thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale, even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irene, the monstrosities of the sea lilies, and the little restaurant in Verdant where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Virgin Blight, I know. I'd never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? He also has a load of Belogus and carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidently towards you. It happens you to toward he leans confidentially toward you. It happens, you know, but one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. Okay. Wait, let me check again. Okay, I need 4 more mirrors. Really? What is... Let's just... Oh. Oh. You may pass. And then Scuttle Harleen Pickings got a crit of fuel. Coke. Like Coke, but more so. As the Department of Infernal Refactorings would have it. Coke like coal, but more so, okay. What? Okay, sure. No, what an island. Okay, excellent, excellent. A big breeze rises, the improbable scent of stone out of some distant desert. You are close to the salt lions. Oh, hello there, salt lion. Yeah, you don't say. You have gained a secret, okay. You speak. Spin secret. Zealport? There's a vast sorrow in their empty eyes. Basalt lines, 2 basalt beasts cathedral size. They frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north wind carries an encampment. Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot. Picking. There's a supply dock below. Visit the unmakers. Carry Sphinx Stone to London. Okay, so I basically can just carry one at a time then. Salt rights. Compile a port report. Time basalt dissolution. Notes for the Admiralty. Record the activities of the makers, such as they are. Rite of stone and silence. Do I need? Okay, I need something to wake. So either the boring option that has nothing else, or unlocked when the gods of the Z defined as you are not yet defined. Unlocked with no more than 0 extraordinary implications. Unlocked when the god of the Z salts attention. Should I have talked to both sisters or more than one sister then? The face of the northern sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant but clear. The Unmakers. Muscular pick-wielders rest on camp stools watching you approach, passing hid flasks around. An unconscious overseer beckons you to sit. Okay. Salt writes. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx's face down a clean arch into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there in the quiet until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your eyes. Rise grasping to the pickle of false stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You brought something with you. How can such a thing be? Who but you could understand what it means? Beneath bow, a book for children. One page is devoted to each of the colors of the neath, which are not found on the surface. Okay. Crap. Okay, seriously, why does this disappear but not this? There's literally a crowd there I cannot see. Like, rude. Hey, yeah. We're just gonna leave that little guy alone, huh? Seems reasonable, right? And it's only like double my health. My max health. Also, I really should have, Yeah, the lamp consumes additional fuel, so, hold on, what was that? Little ships throng the waters here, the crew grows wistful. They swap old stories of sunlit seas. We draw near to the common canal, the way to the surface. I don't think you're gonna get away this time. I will have vengeance for the last captain. Why do you hurt so much? That's over 1/10 of my health. Wait, what? A jellyfiller. Is it a young jellyfiller or a lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the sea. Sure. A face? From above, the jellyflow's cap does look like a woman's face. Oh yeah, I see it. She dissolves like smeared paint. Yeah, I'm headed right there. I'm gonna have to buy fuel. Drops. Okay, I'll buy one fuel. Probably should buy two, but whatever. Drill into surface, listen for surface got it. Okay, gather information for a port report. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick up something they missed. Business as usual. The gate opens and shuts. The locks remain free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe in all the Undersea, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. Listen for surface comps. The ships of the sea, the ships of the surface linger here. This is their lifeline to a warmer place. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or a wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there are temporary half-legal histories and long-moored ships. Here you trade stories with tan surface sailors, stories of Paris and Batavel, and the Lost Fires and the Final Isles. Okay. There was a Mutton Island up there, so let's grab it on the way north. Yeah, I'm very, very cautious right now. Oh, surprise! Really, I passed through that like... I swear the map makes no sense in this game, does it? Oh, it's right there, I have to, don't I? Speak to him, journal, no. Increase mirrors. Quicker as heaven, okay, yeah. Explore the shore, pick up a wretched mug, no. Chat to the fishers, moon. Is there a way to get a port report? They sail the Z around the island. They mend their nets by the harbor. They see all that happens here, but you'll need a coin to open their mouths. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates playing the waves, smugglers at work, Khanate ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but the irony, but enough to interest the Admiralty. Notch 20 echoes. Okay, I'm almost there though, so let's not. Visit the hilltop above the town. There's not much wind on the undersea, but Mutton Island suffers eerie gust and buffets from an inexplicable local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting secrets. Toasting the wind, you stand on a cliff top, looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the cock and magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. What a noise! It must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is southerly. Okay. Yeah. Safety. Okay, yeah, I was right in buying that fuel then. We're gonna just turn that light off, I guess. Okay. Offer assistance, desperate measures, yeah, whatever. Yay. There. Turn to London, collect messages from the Harbour Master. All the clatter and song in the dockside, it soothes the soul. Are there any messages for you? Something has changed underneath. Okay, someone wants to sign on, and that's all for now. What else? For even the Rose Market bustles. I will be there today. Special surgeon, life of the tigers, a little gift. Rose Market Wharf. Syncta, unread log. Okay. Yeah, sorry if I'm like skipping over most of this. Anyway, right. I have a need of a reliable agent. Following that, an invented one. Here are my requirements. Yeah. It's very specific needs, but I'll pay much better than market rates. And you won't ask how you came by these things. Sent to Forlorn, 7 parallel ribbons, and 7 Stygian islands. 500 echoes, 700 echoes for 700 bales. That's actually viable in thing. So yeah, it's gonna be a loss then. Oh, that's only 2 coin profit then of the wine, which reminds me, I'm here. This might be a regret for later, but whatever. It will hopefully be a useful thing. London, visit the, yeah, recruit, let's see. 50 echoes, gunnery officer, iron veils. The irresponsible cannoneer can substantially increase, iron as a gunnery officer. So 2 gunnery officers. So 50 coins or 20 coins. My lady, are you looking for a gunner? I'm looking for a ship. Here are my references. Here are more references. Here are my design for a whistling shell. Here my calling. You stay on shore. Here's my hand. Will you take it? Afternoon, my lady. Looking for a gunnery officer? I'd like to help you blow up some monsters if you'll have me. And I wish it said how much instead of just substantially versus. Because then all else I'm taking this guy, I think. Welcome aboard. Oh, hello, Captain. Is this one of yours? I had to knock her about a bit. She didn't like taking orders from foreigners. Still, we're good friends now. The adventurous claps the black-eyed sailor on the back. Oddly enough, they do seem to be friends now. There you go, officers. Gunnery officer. 3 veils, yeah. I don't have a secret. No, I do. No, that's the restaurant recommendation. Let's go to the Admiral office. Hunter's Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are citizens of her enduring majesty of no, theoretically, speculatively, okay. Yeah, fair. Supposedly. Burden Blight, what have the nearly dead been up to then? Yeah, Tanika is okay, one favor. Well, if you've been there, I suppose we may as well hear about it. The fee's nominal, though. 5 echoes, yeah. The salt lions, the bazaar has always taken an interest in that place. 20 echoes, 1 fuel, you no longer have. Accomplishment, yeah. Quickers haven't been trying the original rubbery lumps, have we? 5 echoes, yeah. Thermic silent gate. 20 echoes, yeah. Check information. Is there anything in particular they need? The Admiral will see you now. The Admiral deals directly with more sensitive commissions. Assistance with substance. That's that. Yeah, fuel. 2 to 3 fuel per favor. Pass on strategic informations, vital intelligence, port reports. Ask if he needs anything particular. This port. Chalanet, far to the east. Okay, I think I still have a port report. No. No, I do not, okay. Yeah, straightforward challenge. Okay. You want accept? Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's head. Should that day come, we'll make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct what you might require. Good evening to you. 5 more supplies, and 10 more fuel. New lodgings, get the morning paper, Echo Bazaar, Same as last time. City, room of the blind husband. Hermit. Think I should just spend that, I guess. 2. Oh, okay. Well, since I got 15 fuel, I'll, hmm. Okay, it's like selling for 23, but buy for 21, so I could buy 6 and make like 6 profit, which is honestly probably just, I'm just not gonna bother trying that. Okay, probably straight to the east is the path to the next strategic information, so yeah, no. Need 2 more for that important thing after I get the strategic information too. Oh right. Speak to you too. My turn to dine with you requires a sack of coffee beans. Grease your iron. Okay, you. Fight to dine with him. He has an admirable appetite for so straight a fellow. Forgetfulness, seconds and thirds disappear in small hasty morsels. He is nervous and not a gifted conversationalist. You do your best to plug the silence. When you ask about his past, he winces. I can't say, my lady. This, he taps the livid signal on his temple, which twitches like a scorpion's sting, has burned away my memories. I recall I have a brother, but not his name or where he is. I remember the names of the ships I served on, the Implicit, the Bony Swan, but not the crew. How did he come by the signal? He clutches his head. I don't know. I don't know. Thinking about it is like fire in my skull. He grits his teeth. Someone must have hated me very much to curse me with it. I can't even remember my enemy. Speak to him again to advance the story. Close the Gazette. Captain, Captain, my sleep is riddled with dreams, my lady. Dreams of bells and candles. a destination, he paces the deck. I see a lonely house lit by tallow and wick. A bell is ringing. It rings hollow. It rings now. Do you hear it? He scratches at his sickle, which has begun to bleed. Do you know this place, Captain? Can I plot a course? I place a candle and bells. The chapel lights a northern church where no sin is too terrible. Okay. So, what's the, another day? No. Favors, yeah, learning about. Venice, arcade, Did she not get a, I mean, sure, just King's Southeast, okay. So north or south? Wonderful. I'll stop by the port on the way out, I guess. Yeah, east is, vague thing in terms of where east is. But perhaps we may find it. File Admiralty Port. Explore the island, I guess. Close crowded, thick Sabongas and Skrilla. Dire and Misery Company fells them daily, but they grow back unless as fast. The interior of the island is dark and wild. A blaming colony. At the heart of a salty little blog, you come upon a pulsing mound of lemmings. They are rich dark purple like mascara perhaps, or blackberries. They chitter as they swarm. They sound like pebbles on a beach. Be careful, a single lemming is a nuisance. 100 are a calamity. Fascinating creatures. Learn what you can. Complex situation. They do resemble the fruiting bodies of fungus. The mound itself looks fungal. Are they the same organism? And they communicate and cooperate? As you watch as they drag a marsh rat up the side of the mound, bickering over the disposition of its flesh, and you watch as half a dozen stand on top of the mound, listening respectfully to the chittering of a seventh. It's improbably reminiscent of a poetry recital. You take notes. That's all for now. Okay. Now there. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the engine and skedaddle. Oh, hello. Wait, you're here? Port report. Funny it goes is, yeah. Watch the Covenant. I give them, yeah. Let's... Okay, there's like no crab. You screwed me, Lighthouse. You set to work with your knives and acids, stand at 25 fragments, excellent. No. Well, those are close together this time, ain't it? Station 3. Okay. Get the port report. Yeah, get the port report. That was the search for signs of other visitors. No evidence. Okay, same as last time I failed. Again. Okay. There's something in the water, underwater, some distance to the east. Quaint, quaint. Ah, this is the underwater thing. Now scuttling and shattering in the corners of the hold. Hump shapes on the deck rail, ready to see air emboldens vermin. I'm not too far south now, am I? Sure. Skylar's End, okay. Getting into secret. And I went too far north, okay. Speak again. Give me the... Oh. Excellent. Excellent, that means, use. Obtain the 40 of 40, excellent. You give me what? Mails? Okay. Do not return Cinder. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniforms of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadows gleam with rat's eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. Assemble a port report. Like that with no current learned no more than 7. Like with Newson. May not be very familiar with the locals yet, but you can provide a preliminary overview. Explore the beach. Naked water it's called. The sign doesn't like much. When we're inside the Elys, faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. Lit by 2 roaring fires, one at either end of the room. The bartender is in a postman's uniform. Like almost all the patrons, a noseless poster inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks the firewood. Listen on in on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. Ask about ask why the local ask why the local currency consists of rats. 2 strings of rats for a pint of ale, 3 strings for wine, 5 for the tolerable brandy under the bar. Ask about the main statue in the center of the island. If there were a guidebook for the visitors, it would have to be the first entry. Ask how they all occupy themselves all day. There must be more than this. Explore along the beach. Shifty going on. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. Argue with the man. Every lap of the wave drags up some new letter or parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them as far as you can see in the blackness carried by powerful currents. Argue with the man holding a broom. He's determined. He keeps shoving the letters in the sea keeps shoving them back. Assess the man holding a broom. Both of you together still won't achieve anything, but maybe he'd feel better. Rescue a squashy parcel. Accepting no further, it says a red rolling scroll across the wrappings. A funny smell, and little wonder the string of rats within may have once been fresh and, to certain tastes, delectable. It is now rather worse for decay. Giving the parcel contents a hasty burial is the best you can hope to do. Just before you dispose of it, though, note the recipient's name and an address, a name of some power worth remembering. Says the man holding a broom. Surprisingly soothed. In the long term, what you are doing won't make the slightest bit of difference. Every sodden bit of paper you fling out to the sea will come back in a few hours. But for now, you manage to clear a little patch of shore. A few feet on each side, the stones are bare as they should be. Your companion towards you, turns his head towards the sound of your work, and gives you a little nod. In occurrence, your learned in postal secrets quality is now one aware of flotsam and jetsam. You have 1. Cultivating. 5. Tough catch. The water brings flotsam ashore, but does not follow the usual patterns. On all sides, you make a complete circuit of the island. The whole shoreline is alike. All of it is covered in debris, all of it washing steadily inward from every direction. Not the work of some directional current. It's more as the whole undersea were draining into CO. Except, of course, that force did not affect your ship when you came this way. It does not stop ships leaving. Evidently, it works only on the post. Back to the docks. Ask why the hairless postwoman is hairless. It's the pull, they tell you. Dead letters are like so many iron fillings drawn to see for yourself, suggests the hairless postwoman. Go down to the shore, collect a bunch of what's watched ashore, and you'll feel soon enough. Save time for the rest of us, says another voice. Apparently beach scavenging is a civic duty hereabouts, like working in the dead letter office. I'm just going to uniform behavior, cataloging all the particularities of the place takes many pages. The tailor who imports gilt buttons and braids, just to be able to keep everyone's uniform in condition. The fashion of wearing a post bag with nothing inside. Wearing it open, wearing it upside down, torn apart, or as a hat. Wearing it in any way that will show it doesn't have letters in it. There are the sitting rooms, papered in cancelled stamps. The bergamot pomegranate curd on toast. The comments and rat corpses, the hatred of cats, the absolute custom against ever issuing a paper invitation for any event, no matter how formal. It's the familiarity, the not quite Londonness of the place, that makes it all so odd. It's gonna take like 50 mirrors to convince the guy, or not 50 mirrors, veils. It's like 50 veils to convince the admiral that, yeah, no, this is a real place, ain't it? Oh, oh my. Assault Stepples. This is the domain of New Connacht, whose ancestors came here long before London fell. Oh, there's a thing there, there's a thing there, excellent. Yeah, sailors praying. I hardly blame thee. Place of stately isolation. Here are the palaces of the Khan and its court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted rooms, breakfast on balconies. An unlikely antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. Offer a gift to the leopard. Petition access to the Nephite quarter. Offer a gift to the Timon. 5 drown pools. Plead your case with the Timon. Ask the leopard contact to intercede with the Timon. Ask your Timon contact to intercede with the leopard. Take a meeting concerning a matter of no importance. A servant of the Timon is missing. His loss is a danger. Cruise past the clan palaces. Okay. There is a place one doesn't speak of. Officially a former servant of the Timon, who did not engage in the gathering of strategic information, did not disappear to the undersea port of Anthape, which officially does not exist. At length you hear what the servant did not look like, and strictly prohibitions against pursuing him. Officially no one in Khan's glory would ever Officially, no one in Khan's glory would have any interest or be at all inclined to reward you with money and connections if you were to go to Amp. They would not care for a report of his situation or any information he may be unable to bring home. Okay. Okay. You know, even though I like this place, I kind of don't like it because of how much fuel you spend going around here the first time. Or at least that's how it feels like. I mean, there's definitely a lot of, places to, peek. Khan's heart, London's rival. A panic wave, there's someone in the shadows trying to draw your attention with equal parts discretion and desperation. Khan's heart, London's rival, and oasis of light in the salt black waste canals thread the painted city. Street lamps glow and water taxis putter. It's like a commercial license. The Kongans dislike merchants and they dislike foreigners. Foreign merchants induce the paroxysm of antipathy. Perhaps sufficient bribes will buy your way into Nephrite quarters. Time in the tea house. Hire crew. Wander Khan's house. Purchase fuel at an outrageous price. 50 echoes. Purchase supplies at an outrageous price. 50 echoes. Pay a storyteller. Gather a pork report. The Khanite generally assume that all foreigners are spies or worse. It would be a shame to disappoint them, but it might be dangerous to prove them right. Establish a spy in Khan's heart. Seek intelligence. Almost impossible. Tough challenge, okay. Shops, none. Yeah. Alright, I'm still going east, aren't I? Lamp, please, okay, that's all it's doing, huh? Okay. Gain a secret. Okay, just to, you, give. The allegory of engines. The engineer has learned a great deal about the power and weakness of steel and fire and water. Once she must have been an extraordinary accent, but she can only express what she knows as poetry, filtered through half-erotic visions, roses and rivers and something like rain. It's quite pretty in its way, but it makes it challenging to understand what bit of the engine you need to bang on when the engines won't go. Oh, pleasant. Alright. Long ago, the Khanate turned its back on its warrior traditions. It has no place for pirates and would-be nomads, so here in the shadow, the exiles make their home amid 100 wrecked, grounded, decommissioned ships. Acquire Doom Monster Hunter. Element of Dawn. Report. So many malcontents, so little time. Closely written notes. Conniving, debauching, speechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, poetry. Now and then a drunken duel, very occasionally a savage ritual murder. Okay. Oh. Intriguing. Traveler's friend, okay. A mirror catch box full of very angry dream snakes. How pleasant. Cheap fuel. Very nice. Empty mirror catch box, outlandish artifact, captivating treasure, mill breaker. This freakishly sinister device reduces the amount of fuel that engines use. It also really frightens the crew. Apparently, that's necessary. Captivating treasure. If you made an iron gun, well, this can convert these into heirlooms for your successor. Yeah, also too wine there. Star shelf. Figurehead of the Eater of Names. Can I not say this? I feel like this was selling for 100 or buying for 100 in Fallen London. I mean, I could only buy 2 of that, but like still. Okay. Oh, you know, I'll explore the north half on the way back. I'll hit the edge of the map now. Please and thank you. I take a drink of water. Okay. Okay, just to double check. Journal, another day. Active. Far to the east, okay. So I'm guessing it's up there, I missed it then? Sorry, I thought I was hearing voices in the background of the music. Anyway. Hold on, what was that? Another Z-Bat corpse afloat? So much care and we approach the... Oh, so I'm finally here, huh? Okay, like... Seriously, I feel like I'm hearing a voice in the music. The shell is big as a wild dream. The Shelonite. Waves lap the slabby slides size of a vast turtle shell bigger than any cathedral. Selenites loaf on wooden docks around the shell slides, staring sullenly. Lamps hang like decorations in a festive butcher's window. All around you, the sea is rank with scraps of ancient flesh. An opportunity from a real dolent fisher merchant. Even the Selenites, hardy folk, keep their distance. Obtained a doom monster hunter. Nature contact. A mutilated hunter makes her home in a plastron at the wretched end of the shell. Well, the more wretched end. Her face is half immobile from jellyfish sting. Give her a hunting trophy and she'll share the Z gossip. Report. Someone is carrying unusual wares. Follow the sound. Okay. How does one express this very striking smell? The limits of meaningful expression. No matter what detail you try to record, the stench creeps in around the edge of the sentence. The Selenites, watchful despite the reek, movement among the miasmic scraps of a long-abandoned monster carcass, frequent duels where the stink is the thickest. Stygian ivory, okay. Sell for 0, Mount Nomad's Heart. Cascus Scythe. Carboy of Primordial Shrieks. Okay, Whispering Trophy Case. Bring him a tale. See what wonders he can work. A scrawny man squats beneath an awning of a giant-colored whaleskin. Bring me your tales, he cries, tales for the bones. Pray the Chronicle to inscribe a Z story on a hunting trophy, and you'll receive an outlandish artifact. Perhaps not. Let's talk to this guy. An opportunity for the flesh, he slithers, drool pouring from beneath his rotten teeth. The great pole where the brothers die. Bring flesh. We sell this to the turtle teeth. Fresher meat, bigger monies to make. The great pole is said to be deep underwater, mostly by sailors who do not believe it truly exists. Well, how quaint. Having to find okay, hunting trophy. Yay. Well, I'm gonna end Sunless Sea for the night, and move over to the Binding of Isaac for the last hour. Anyway, for time for the shill shit, I suppose. Follow my Twitter, follow my Twitch, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and that'll be night all.